And so we're going to tell you what we really think about New England.
Welcome to Aiken Adventures.
Today we're highlighting our tour of the New England states.
Yay!
All right, so we're here in our living room, and I have an idea.
All right.
Okay.
What's your idea?
She's pretty nervous because I just went ahead and cut it
I'm a
on. I
little
didn't even
nervous.
tell her what was going to happen. But I kind of thought this, like, we've taken a lot of trips together. And so we want to try to share some of the things that we have done. But I thought this, though, there might be some people out there in, like, the whole world who might be interested in watching us share those, because our relatives aren't interested.
No, they don't care.
No, we can tell you
Not
about
them.
our trips. Maybe you care. So here's what I'm gonna do. Elena hasn't seen any of these
I
pictures.
don't remember either.
But I looked through them earlier, so I thought that what we could do is that I could put them up on the screen here, so you can look at them and see if she can remember what they were, and we could talk to you about our trips. So I'm gonna go with our
It's gonna surprise me.
our New England tour.
Oh,
Yes.
that was fun.
And so we're gonna tell you what we really think about New England.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is this from the park that we went to?
This is a river in West Virginia, and I'm not
Oh.
even sure you were with us for that.
This
That's-
is Niagara Falls.
This one's
Oh,
not-
there we are.
Yeah, this is us in front of Niagara Falls.
That was good.
Okay. And okay, so we took a lot of pictures this day when we went to Niagara Falls, and the reason was because it was actually a beautiful day. It was
Yeah.
really clear.
And they said that was rare. They said that it's not usually this clear.
Yeah, it wasn't cloudy or foggy, and you've been there. You were there like before we
I
went
was there
together as a
before.
couple.
Yeah, and it was foggy. I couldn't see past all of this right here.
Actually, I think out of our whole New England tour, well, I probably took more pictures at Niagara Falls than like the whole rest of the summer. And I think it was because it was one of the first things we did. Okay, so this next thing was that we went with this family to a park. And it was in upstate New York. And the family told us that it was like the Grand Canyon of the East
It
Coast.
was one of the biggest parks. They made it sound like it was just this tremendous, huge, gigantic place.
Real quick. That was like this part, if you can see that, was actually pretty incredible. But probably the cool thing was while we were in these New England churches, like
Look at the organ.
the architecture was like
It
really
was very beautiful.
This is the New York State Capitol. And fun fact, the New York State Capitol is the only Capitol building in the United States that does not have a dome. Did you know that?
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, it's actually, it looks like a chateau, actually. It's pretty
remember.
similar to the same kind of architecture that you see at like the Biltmore Estate.
Just a small portion of it.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause-
remember that. Oh wait, I remember that.
And this was like the giant hippos behind. I don't know what this is called. And then,
Really pretty.
yeah, some other like architecture from downtown. I think this is supposed to be Moses. He's got the giant rod. So,
I don't remember that either.
yeah, this was Albany. I'm pretty sure you were there.
Okay, I probably was.
And then this is when we went to Maine.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in Maine.
Literally in the middle of nowhere, Maine.
And then this is the
Something.
main. This is the main. What's it called?
And there's
State
him with no
state
beard.
building. Think about that. Yeah, my really round face from that angle. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is inside the chambers for the legislature.
Aw,
They had these
yeah.
rocking chairs up on like a balcony on the second level.
Pretty
Our
nice.
main state house, so that was pretty cool. And I don't remember there being anybody really regulating how much we just wandered around that place, come to think of it.
Oh, this was in Maine.
Yes,
was
this is
nice.
at the Portland Headlight. So off to the side there's some beaches, and then there's like something that looks like a park just ahead of the Portland Headlight. And it's probably one of the most famous lighthouses in the country. So that was
And
a
the
lot
scenery
of
was
fun.
beautiful.
Yeah,
So pretty.
took a lot of pictures of like, I don't even remember what this was, but some kind of ruinous structure out in like near the
Yeah.
Portland Headlight. And then there it is,
It looks like a postcard.
because it's on a lot of postcards.
Yeah, it is.
So,
But that's literally what it looks like. It's so pretty.
yeah, I remember this being one of my favorite things that we saw. I really thought
Yeah.
this was beautiful.
I like this too. Besides all the lobster that we ate, that was also beautiful. That was
Right,
good
there's
time.
there's a picture of that coming up.
Yeah, I
actually.
figured that was in here
Yeah.
somewhere.
Because there we go.
Nope,
That's the
there
very
we
next
go.
thing. Yeah. And
I don't
then
know if it lived up to the hype.
we went to the giant LL
The
Bean.
LL Bean store, that was really cool.
So
Got to see all the different
and then just
Ooh,
north
that's
of
a good
there, I was thinking,
picture.
we went to Arcadia.
My hair.
But what is this called? Arcadia?
Yeah. Oh, we went to that national park.
Yeah, Arcadia National Park. And
That was really pretty.
yeah, we were up on a hill and stuff. And actually, that's a really beautiful thing in Maine. And then, like, this section is where all the waves crash in.
There's something.
It's been such a while since we did this, I
Yeah.
can't remember. It was something like the Thunder Hole or something
Yeah,
like that.
something
yeah.
like that. It literally sounded like thunder. It was so loud.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And then this was that park I was asking you about earlier when I was loading these pictures.
Oh.
It was in New York, and it was beautiful.
Oh, it's starts with an S. It had there's a two-syllable word.
I want to say it was like Sable something.
Sandy, no.
I don't
I don't
really
remember. I know what you mean now. Like I know.
If you know what we're talking about,
We
and
don't
you maybe
know.
you live there and you don't remember, you can drop it in the comments below. It was so beautiful though, because we walked down like that main street and there were all these shops and everything, but really it was just a gorgeous thing. And then
Actually-
though, this was the 4th of July in Boston. And that,
Would be cool.
yeah, I loved it. It was great. And like, I never even had that on my bucket list, but if I definitely, if I were you and you haven't done that, you've got to do Boston on the 4th of July. It was really amazing. And so this is Harvard. University.
I'm really sad I missed Harvard. Actually, we saw Princeton,
That's coming up
which
later.
is coming up, but I missed Harvard. I actually wanted to go see Harvard.
So then this was a
Is
little bit
this-
later. We end up in New York.
Yeah.
And we went to downtown Manhattan and all this. Or is it uptown?
I think it's uptown Manhattan.
But we were in Manhattan.
from the South.
It was like the Muppets Take Manhattan.
We don't know.
So anyway, the New York Stock Exchange.
This was his first time to Manhattan. I had been before, but this was his first time. It was so hot though. It was very hot.
And I think though, like, I don't know if I have any pictures of Central Park, but the thing that sticks out in my mind about going to New York City is how stinky.
It smelled horrible. It smells like a toilet.
Yes,
Toilet,
it really does.
Central Park.
The thing that struck me the most about this was just how huge a hole that was. Like, you just don't understand until you're standing next to the hole where Ground Zero was.
Yeah.
The giant Apple store there, that was pretty cool. And then this is the Plaza Hotel.
The Plaza that was on Home Alone.
And that was my picture from Central Park, where it was stinky.
Yeah.
So, and then I just took a bunch of random pictures of the architecture there, because it was just, there really is a lot of historical beauty in New York City too.
There is.
That we really enjoyed.
That was good.
We were putting together a bucket list, and we really want to be able to go back because this was so rushed. Trump Tower.
The best tower
it's
that
totally
has ever towered.
The best tower.
The most expensive,
anybody
the most
has
beautiful
ever built.
tower.
Magnificent, fabulous. Everybody says so.
Best tower.
This is Princeton.
Oh, I loved Princeton. I thought Princeton was beautiful. The campus and all the trees.
Yeah, I really enjoyed visiting the Ivy League schools.
I did too.
The year before, the same team went to Yale, and they really enjoyed that. But we did not get to do that. But we enjoyed walking around Princeton. That was fun.
There's so much detail in the buildings.
And then this is the First Baptist Church of America in Providence, Rhode Island. And the architecture is absolutely beautiful.
Is this where we heard that guy play the organ for us?
Absolutely. So while we were there, the organist is a Juilliard graduate, and he happened to be like in the balcony where the organ is, and he was playing solitaire. So he offered to play the organ for us.
I forgot about that.
But that was really cool. We got like a free concert. We loved it. And then this is some like the Poets Tower or something like that. One of the team members.
That was really anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It sounded really great online. Oh, is this the beginning?
Yep, that's the beginning.
Oh,
So
that
that's
was
the whole
it.
thing. Yeah.
That was fun going down memory lane in New England.
So if you could sum up what you remember about New England, what would you say?
I remember really liking Rhode Island. I thought Rhode Island was really neat. I wish we could have spent more time there. Not super impressed with New York. Remember all the, not New York City. Like New York City I think is fun if you go a couple times. But New York as a state I'm not very impressed with, I guess, because of, there's no sweet tea, there's no biscuits, and there's a lot of these things of pollen everywhere. Remember the pollen? It looked like snow.
Yeah.
It was like this big around. This pollen, everybody's sneezing and getting sick. I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
But I liked Rhode Island. I liked Maine. I thought that was nice.
Okay, so my favorite thing was like in the summertime, it's light for like ever in the evening.
Yeah, until like 10 p.m.
I loved that because I'm a night owl,
Yeah, he
and
likes that.
I like all the extra
I
daytime.
liked how cool it was in the summer in Maine. It was like
I thought it
60
was
degrees.
too cold. I thought it was too cold.
I like
So
it.
anyway, this is a Southerners. So a couple of Southerners assessment of.
That's what we should name this video. Southerners assessment of New England.
Yeah. So anyway,
Let's
this
see
is
what
like
happens.
kind of our perspective. But anyway, we had a good time, and
We
I
did.
hope you enjoyed watching us reminisce about our trip. We have some more videos like this, but we'd love to hear your comments and and be sure to like the video. More material coming your way, and we already have some things in progress to improve our setup. But we figured if we waited until we could get it perfectly,
wouldn't do it.
we'd never do it. So
We never do it.
I figured we get
I
started.
hope you enjoyed this.